EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Oilers and the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessful.
He's tackled. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Wentz. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 40 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Hill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Gain on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It's a gain of a yard.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Tannehill. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
To
A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
And goal at the Colts 6-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. punch it in with Henry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Oilers 14, Colts 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 6. This is Hines. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Ben Banagoo in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This is caught. Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be a touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Wentz on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A 4-yard.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Houston.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by...
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now it's Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And here's Tannehill to keep it. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
26-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Houston.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Under 10, 10. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing on 2nd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. It gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Mike, check 33. 33.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
36-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 55. Check. Come on now. Let's go. Mike, 55.
Now Wentz, got to have this one. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
He's coming.
Now Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete. Touchdown, Houston. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And this offense continues to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
36 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
23 yards the pickup there. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Houston. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Play action. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Waiting. 54. Cut. Two jet. Max by 4. 57. Right there. Here we go.
Now Wentz again. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hey, empty. Don't be scared of it. Line 36.
On play action, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
15 yards. First down, Oilers.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.